Hello dear students, this is Dr. Vishali Jain, your English teacher. So today we are going to focus on chapter 4, which is prescribed in your 9th class book Moments, and the title of the chapter is In the Kingdom of Fools. So my dear students, this chapter is a very famous Kannada folk tale adapted from A.K. Ramanujan's Folk Tales from India, and actually it is a very interesting story, and it is about a kingdom that was ruled by foolish king and his stupid or foolish ministers. Actually, the main point to be noteworthy is that the scenario, the system, the universal system of day and night is reversed in this kingdom. That's why it is called the kingdom of fools, right? It means, let me tell you my dear students, there is a rule that all the people, all the citizens of the kingdom will do their work during the night and they will sleep throughout the day, right? So this is the system of this kingdom. That's why this kingdom is called the kingdom of fools, right? So let's see the story sequence wise. One fine day, a guru and his disciple visited the kingdom and were surprised about the reverse rules set by the king and his ministers. So my dear students, this story revolves around the guru and the disciple, basically around the disciple, and actually the name of these two characters, means guru and disciples, are not mentioned. Okay, so we will only address them as guru and disciple, right? So now they were astonished to find out that everything in the kingdom cost a single penny, means 1 rupee only, and the guru and the disciple were happy initially as they could buy anything just on the cost of 1 rupee. And let me tell you also that the disciple is a great foodie. He is very fond of eating different varieties of food. So what does he do? He enjoys a lot, because just in 1 rupee he gets everything, means whatever he wants to eat, and that too ki ready-made hai wo food, right? But we see after spending some days, the guru decided to leave the kingdom because he is wise enough, mature enough, because he thinks that it's not a mature decision to stay in a kingdom of fools for the wise people, right? But we know the disciple is a great foodie, and he also wants to live a like lethargic life somewhere or the other. So he stays in the kingdom of fools, whereas the guru leaves it. Now see what happens. One day a thief broke into the house of a rich merchant. My dear students, listen carefully this story. Actually you will come to know that there is a sequence, like there is a cycle, like one person is blaming other, then other one, then other one. No one is accepting the mistake, and actually it was really funny and stupid, you can say. Listen, one day a thief broke into the house of a rich merchant. He made a huge hole in the wall and sneaked in. While he was returning with the stolen items, at that time the wall of the house collapsed on his head, and subsequently he died at the spot. Now the mess begins. Listen carefully. However, the thief's brother approached the king, accompanied to him that the house owner, means the merchant was the owner, okay, should be punished for not building a strong wall. Means you are observing कि जो thief है वो खुद से एक claim कर रहा है, एक क्लेम कर रहा है कि उन्होंने स्ट्रॉन्ग वॉल क्यों नहीं बनाई. लाइक ही इज नॉट एफ्रेड कि हम थीफ हैं सो वी कैन बी पनिश. नो, सो दिस इज द फुलिशनेस. लेट्स सी फर्दर अगेन कि द किंग immediately summoned the merchant to his court for clarifying this very reason. Then when the merchant arrived, he blamed the bricklayer for building a weak wall. Then the bricklayer, who was an old man, was called to the king's court, and he pleaded with the king to punish the dancing girl who was distracting the old man from his work. And now see what rubbishness is there, like seriously. Now in her favor, in her defense, the dancing girl says that कि she says that who had come become old now and blamed the goldsmith, and she says that he had delayed his work and made her walk up and down the street several times. Soon the goldsmith was brought into the king's court, who said that he was busy attending to a rich merchant's orders at that time due to some wedding rituals in his family. Now it is the same merchant, right? It was therefore ruled out that this merchant was the same house owner whose wall had collapsed on the burglar. Right, now see, the merchant pleaded that his father was the one who ordered the jewelry. Means जो goldsmith का वर्क था, वो जो जिसकी ज्वेलरी पर वर्क कर रहा था, वो merchant का father था, and he is no more now. Now what to do? Now listen dear students carefully, it's really fun. But the king decided to punish the merchant on the behalf of his father. See, now a new stake was ordered to proceed with the execution. However, the merchant was extremely thin to fit the execution stake. Now, so the king ordered him to search for a fat man to fit the stake, but the king's men searched the entire kingdom and found the disciple as an ideal fit for the stake. Now, this is the climax of the foolishness or rubbishness. Okay. Now, but as he was innocent, he pleaded with the king not to punish him for others' deeds, as he was not behind it all. Just because of his health, he is selected to get staked, right, to be executed. Now see, since it was a kingdom of fools, so nobody listens to him. Now see what happens. Now my dear students, it is the guru only who will help him out at the end to save his life. And see, and it will be also proved as a blessing of disguise at the end. Listen carefully. Waiting for his execution, the disciple then remembered his guru's words and requested him to help him out of this blunder. Now, because his guru was blessed with some magical powers, so he could see the disciple's condition in his vision, and he at once arrived to save his disciple. Now, he quietly whispered some words in the disciple's ears, and then he requested the king to punish him instead of his disciple. However, when the disciple heard this, he requested the king to put the stake on him, as he was brought there for the execution first. Now see, what happens? Puzzled about who should die first, the king asked to resolve the conflict, and the guru obviously and he very nicely played a trick on the king and his ministers, and he said that whosoever will die on the stake first would be reborn and as the future king of the same kingdom, and the second, who will be the second one to be executed on the same stake, no, that person will be the minister. Now see, now it is the climax. Seriously. So the king was baffled and did not want to lose his kingdom to someone else in the subsequent life. So he had a decision with his minister and finally concluded that they should go on the stake to continue being the king and minister in the next life also. Now this is greediness. This is a sense of greed we can smell. And that night they secretly went to the prison, means the king and his minister secretly went to the prison and set free the guru along with the disciple. Right, now what happens? The next morning the king and his minister, who disguised themselves as a guru and his disciple, actually they were executed, because other people don't know that they are disguised like this. So when the people of the kingdom saw that the king along with the ministers have been executed, so they made the guru and the disciple their king and minister, because they all are foolish and there is no one to have a good control over all. So although the guru was hesitant initially, but finally he gave it and reversed the rules of the kingdom like the common rule of the universe. And actually now the people of this kingdom began to live a normal life, means in the day they used to perform their tasks and duties, and at night they used to sleep or take rest. So my dear students, let's discuss the conclusion of the chapter. So to sum up, we can get the message that we should always stay away from the foolish people, otherwise we may end up suffering or may fall into troubles. Besides this, foolish people need to be dealt with wisdom rather than logic. So my dear students, I hope it's clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you may go through the video once more just to have your doubts clear. And in the next video, we will cover up some other value points, like some other extra question answers in detail. And now you are supposed to answer some of the questions here in the comment section just to have an idea that how much do you know about the chapter. And until the next video, keep learning and be safe. Thank you.